As soon as I start filming, the sun goes in. The universe really doesn't want me to film videos. Is this a sign that I should stop? Probably, but I'm gonna ignore it. Welcome back to my channel. Please ignore the terrible lighting. It was so sunny when I started filming, like getting ready to film, and now it's not, and I don't really know what this is going to turn out like. I really should purchase a ring light or a box light or something. I have found one that's relatively cheap and it looks like it's pretty good, so maybe in the future I will be buying that, but I'm not very good with committing to buying stuff because I always worry that it's going to be a waste of money or that it's going to be broken. And so today's video I'm doing the assumptions video, which has been floating around on YouTube for such a long time. I don't even know when it started. It's got to be over a year ago now. And basically you ask people on Instagram to send in their assumptions about you and you basically have to answer them. There's also a version that's going around where you have 10 minutes and you have to answer all of them and you can't edit anything out. I'm not doing that one today because if I didn't edit myself, it would be 10 minutes of just 2 questions being answered and me going, because I find it very hard to concentrate when I'm filming. That's just how I am. So sometimes there will be like a minute where I just stop and my mind just goes completely blank and then I get back into it. So editing is quite important for me. I'm still going to be honest with my answers. I think if I edited it, nobody would want to watch it because nobody needs an unedited Becca. So I did actually film this video quite a while ago and it was ready to be edited and to go up on my channel ages ago. But unfortunately something happened with the files and I couldn't recover them. And so I was like, oh, for goodness sake. And then I tried to get the assumptions back and I couldn't find where the assumptions were. So I was like, oh God, so I can't even refilm it. So I had to take to Instagram again and ask for more assumptions. Luckily, a lot of them are the same. So yeah, this is the second time I've tried to film this and I'm hoping it goes okay. My camera seems to have sorted itself out and my memory card. So I'm hoping it was just a one-time error. I guess you guys will know because you'll be watching this if it's fine. But otherwise, I'm just rambling to nobody, which I feel like is 95% of my life. But hey. So I went onto my Instagram, which is CyRebecca. I'll leave the @ on the screen if you want to give me a follow. That's my username on Twitter as well, just because I'm more active on those social medias. If you want to check out what I'm doing, I can't promise it's very interesting. I just talk about musicals and Disney parks and Andy Samberg. So the first assumption is you despise some of the Diz Twitter community who cause drama. I am one of these people that I will sit back and watch drama unfold on Twitter. It's probably very bad, but I will sit and I'll read arguments and it's not very good. Everybody likes getting out the popcorn and watching things unfold. Am I right? Obviously I'm talking about like little diggy dramas that are like what you would get at school. I don't mean ones where people have done something awful and disgusting. Obviously I don't sit back and go, oh, this is funny. Oh, the sun decided to grace me with its presence, thank you. So I don't like people who purposely go out looking to cause drama, to cause fights, to start fights. I'm someone who obviously has opinions like everybody else on this planet, but I never go out of my way to have an opinion just to annoy everybody else. I don't understand that, and there are certainly people that go out to do that. They say things to be controversial on purpose, like it's quite obvious that they do, and I'm not really all about that. I want to come on social media to have a positive space to look at friends and support people and just, you know, look at things that make me feel better. I don't like looking and following people who are negative and bring other people down and just nasty. So the next one is super interesting. So you appear to be quite shy online, but I feel like in person you're really chatty and outgoing. This is interesting because other people say you appear really confident online, but I imagine you're quite shy. In the last few years, I'm definitely 100 times more confident than I was, and I definitely think that's to do with doing YouTube, because talking to a camera when I first did it was the weirdest thing ever. I still get times where I don't know what I'm saying, but that's just me in general. So I would say I'm a more confident person now, and I am pretty confident once I get to know someone. Like, I'm fine, I'm completely okay, but I also am very, very, very shy when I first meet people. It depends who it is, because some people you just meet and instantly you click with them, and that's just how it is. When I first meet brand new people and I haven't even had a chance to talk to them, like if it's the first time I've ever interacted with someone, it's terrifying. I'm very, very, very shy, and a lot of people don't believe that who know me, because they're like, no you're not, you literally just do stuff and don't care, which sometimes I do. But yeah, it really depends on the situation. I would say I'm more confident than I am shy at the moment, but I still am quite shy. I guess it's weird because people are like, you can't be both, but I definitely am. Anyone else out there who is confident and shy at the same time? I assume that you are very happy with your life. You inspire me to do that too every day. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I am happy with my life. I am in a good position. I have a good job. I have good friends. I have good family. Do you know what I mean? I have everything that I need in life. I mean, not everything is perfect. There is always something else that you want. Even if someone gets their dream house, there'll always be something else that they want, and I think that's just how people work. I try to be grateful for everything I do have and not worry too much about everything I don't, because there's no point worrying about things I don't have. I would say that that is true. Yes, you live at home and you're happy there. Yes. Okay, so everyone always asks me this, and this is a question I get quite a lot. Yes, I still live at home with my parents because I get along very, very well with my parents. Obviously, it's not somewhere I'm going to be living forever. Before everything happened, myself and Lauren were planning to move in together, find somewhere to rent together. Things have gone on hold, and I don't feel comfortable trying to move out during the current situation. But yes, in the future, we would like to find somewhere to move in together because we're best friends, and I think we're both ready to have our own spaces now. But I personally don't think there's anything wrong with people living at home. I support myself and I pay like keep and whatever, so it's not like I sit here and live off my parents and do nothing. I still do my own thing. I'm still my own person, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you should move out straight away, and it's like, well, I think it's up to each person's situation, and you can't judge people because you don't know reasons why they still live at home or why they move out. Basically, it's nobody else's business really. You've never had a long-term relationship. I've never had a proper long-term relationship with someone where it's been like official, public, and lasted a long time. I've not had a lot of luck in the past, and I always used to think that it was my fault, like I was the problem, but I kind of got past that and thought, no, I'm not the problem here. It's just I've not met the right person at this time. It takes me a while to trust somebody. I think the problem is some people expect to go on like 2 dates and just instantly be like soulmates, you know, and that doesn't always happen, and so I think that's where things have gone wrong in the past. So yeah, I've never had a proper long-term relationship. I have had relationships, but yeah. You prefer pubs over clubs. Yes, this is true. Obviously at the moment, I'm still not comfortable going to either of those places, but if I had to choose between going to a pub with friends or a club, I'd rather go to a pub because you can talk to friends. I mean, it's loud in pubs at night, but clubs, I mean, I like clubs because I like dancing and getting drunk and being a bit silly, but going to a pub just is more comfortable for me. To be honest though, what I prefer more than both of those things is drinking at home with friends, because you're in your own space, you can do what you want, you don't have to worry, and that's what I prefer. You're a really good singer. That is so nice. Okay, so I don't think I'm a good singer at all. I think I'm okay if the song's right and I'm in a good mood, if like I can sing well that day. Thing is, I would disagree with this. I don't think I'm a good singer at all. I would never sell records. Nobody would want to listen to me singing. I think I can hold a tune okay. I have put a couple videos of myself singing online before. I think once on Instagram and once on Twitter, and people were really, really nice. Yeah, I'm not a good singer, I don't think anyway. And I probably will never upload myself singing onto YouTube unless it's in a vlog and I just happen to be singing. You would marry Punzi and Flynn in an epic double wedding. I love both of them. I don't know if I could choose a favourite. If you said, right, you have to pick Punzi or Flynn, I mean, I think I'd pick Punzi because she's my girl. I love them both. So yeah, I think I would marry them if they'd have me. I'm not sure I fit into their bubble of love. Yes, I would marry them both. I assume you're as incredibly sweet and kind in real life as you are on social media. This stuff like this is just so lovely because I never know how people see me online, because obviously I only put certain aspects of myself online. You don't know how people are going to take that. In terms of agreeing with that, I would say overall, I would say I'm a nice person, I'm kind, I would say I'm loving, I'm quite a positive person. I always try to see the positive side of everything. The only thing I would say is the only difference of me in real life is I swear more. I want to keep it family friendly and I don't want to offend people because, you know, I want to make sure as many people want to watch my videos as possible, because I don't want to be swearing all the time and people are like, oh, I like her videos but she's ruining it with that. So that's one thing people always say when they meet me in real life. They're like, oh, I didn't think you swore. Like, no, I do swear. The thing I'm very aware of is that I do Disney vlogs, and sometimes families watch Disney vlogs and they have young children, and I don't want to be setting a bad example for them. Obviously children are going to find out swear words anyway, but I don't want to be the reason that children are saying swear words because they look up to me and think, oh, she does it so I should. Everything that you see on camera is exactly the same as in real life, just taking out some of the bits that I guess you don't need to see necessarily. But yes, I would consider myself quite kind. Even then, when people call me kind, I'm still like, oh, thank you. You have no desire to become a famous influencer or vlogger. You just really love Disney. This is so true. So when I started my YouTube channel, I never had an intention of like having a big audience. I just did it because it was something I wanted to do. I genuinely just wanted to use it to build my confidence, to make friends, and to capture things on camera. And I feel like I've achieved all three of those, which is fantastic for me. I love sharing my Disney vlogs. I don't have a big following on here, I really don't, but obviously I have a bigger following than when I started, but that was never ever my intention. I am not someone who aspires to be a social media influencer. If it happens, it happens. I mean, honestly, I don't think it would. I guess I have a small platform now and I want to use that to entertain and be informative and just be me. Yeah, I don't have a desire to become someone who has social media, like huge social media followings and gets paid to do stuff all the time and every other post is an ad, and I just don't feel like that's me. If I ever got approached by a brand, I would only genuinely do it with a brand that I genuinely love. I would never ever want to sell out and like suddenly change what sort of videos I'm doing just to suit certain brands, because that's just not what I'm about. I always want to be honest with my audience because I think that's super important, and I think I've seen certain people grow over years and they've just completely changed as a person, and obviously everybody changes as they grow up. Everybody does. There's no problem with changing and growing and becoming a better person, becoming more mature. That's just life. When I say change, I mean they just completely change their personality. Suddenly they're like, oh, I've loved this for years, this brand is my favorite. Never mentioned the brand before in any of their videos and all this stuff, and I'm just like, that's not me. I want to be honest. I never want to become that person, and I'm lucky that I have people around me who would be like, Becca, what are you doing? But I'm pretty confident that I would never become that person anyway. You're a person who recognises the platform that they have and you use it for good. So as I was just saying, yes, I want to use my platform to promote topics that are important to me, and I want to try to do that more on my YouTube, but I want to do it when I feel like I have more information and more actual things to say. I don't want to say things that aren't quite right. I do share a lot of things on my Instagram stories and on Twitter because I want to, you know, I've read it and I found it interesting and I share it because I want other people to do that. That's the point of social media. If you don't share anything, nobody else will see it. I don't have a big platform, and even if I had like 10 followers, I would still be sharing stuff because I think it's important. I'm not doing it just because I have a platform. That's the problem with a lot of influencers. They'll share stuff because they think they're expected to, not because they believe in what they're sharing. There are so many things that I believe in, and I sign so many petitions, I read so many bits of information and articles, and I watch lots of videos, and I'm trying to educate myself and become a better person and support communities that I think need it and support causes that I think need it, and I donate to charity when I can and all that sort of stuff. And I don't do that just so I can share it on social media and be like, look at me, look at me. So I'm not being funny. I donate to charity, but I don't necessarily put it up every time I do because I don't need attention from it. I have done it and it's a good thing and I feel good about it. As I do have a platform, I do recognise that I should be sharing stuff, which is what I do, but I don't feel the need to get praise from stuff, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if it does. I don't need anyone to tell me I'm amazing for just supporting things that should be supported. That's just normal. It should be supported, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my part, that's it. I'm not sure if I worded that right. I got a bit rambly there, but you prefer vanilla over chocolate ice cream? Yeah, I do. I'm kind of one of those people who really likes vanilla ice cream, and people are like, really? It's not my favourite ice cream flavour, but I do prefer vanilla ice cream over chocolate. You cannot ice skate. This is true. I feel like I've spoken about this before. Yeah, I'm not a very good ice skater. I think it's because I lack confidence in doing it. I'd love to be able to, but I just can't. I have pretty good balance. I just don't believe in myself enough to try do it, and I just fall over and I get too scared, and it's just not something I enjoy. That you're the sweetest person ever. People are so nice. I don't think I deserve that title. I try to be kind and I try to be nice, and obviously not everybody is nice all the time. Some people like to put on social media and act as if they're this positive, wholesome person 24/7. Just gonna say, it's not true. Everybody has days where they can't be like that because they're feeling down. Again, that's fine, and I definitely have days like that. I just don't tend to film when I have days like that because I don't want to put negative stuff on the internet and think, oh, why am I like that? I just think the world has so much hate in it that we need to spread love. I do try my best to be kind. The next one, you like Lauren more than some of your family. I love you too. Oh, we love you too, thank you. See, that's really interesting because to me, Lauren is part of my family. Like, she is like my sister. We've known each other for such a long time. She is one of the family. I love her and I love my family. She is my best friend and my sister, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Interestingly enough, I'm going to read the next one now. Someone has said, you and Lauren are in a relationship. I'd just like to clarify, me and Lauren are not in a relationship. We're not in a secret relationship. We are just best friends. We've been best friends for years. I've known her since we were 14. If we were in a relationship, I would openly say that. I would never try hide that because that's part of who I am. I would never want to. She is just my best friend, and I think a lot of people just assume that we're dating, but we're not. So I think somebody said to me before, oh, does it ever like annoy you, or do you ever get offended that people think you're in a relationship? And I always think no, because it's not offensive to me to think about being in a relationship with Lauren. That would be fine. It's just we're not in a relationship and we're just friends. So the next two I'm going to read out are probably the most annoying ones I've got. You don't have a job. This is so incorrect. I have a full-time job. I'm still working at home during everything going on. I save all my own money. Everything I buy, money comes from me. All my holidays are paid for by me. The only money that wouldn't be from me is if it's like birthday money or Christmas money, but everything else, all 100% my money. Just want to clear that up because a lot of people think that I sit at home and do nothing and live off my parents, and I can just say that's not true. If that was the case, I would definitely put more effort into doing YouTube. I have work colleagues and they're real. Just because I don't mention it too often, I guess people assume that I don't have one, but I just don't feel the need to talk about what I do on the internet, you know? So the next one is the most annoying. Someone has put, you over exaggerate your illness. I'm gonna try to answer this calmly because this really angers me. So if you didn't know, I have chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS, or it's got a long name, which I'm gonna put on the screen. I have spoken about this briefly in a video and I mention it here and there, but if I'm being honest, I've never ever ever over exaggerated my symptoms or anything. If anything, I under exaggerate them and I play it like it's fine, and it's not. It really annoys me that people think someone would sit on the internet and over exaggerate an illness, because I mean, if you know me, that's just not me at all. And I guess people think I just complain about being tired all the time. It's like, well, I kind of am tired all the time. That is just a symptom of it. And I promise you I'm not over exaggerating. I wish I was over exaggerating, but if anything, as I said, I play it down. I really do. This is why I don't always upload consistently. This is why I don't upload more. This is why I don't put a little bit more effort into my editing, because honestly, it is so physically draining. Like, I work 5 days a week, and then after I've worked, I'm very tired, so I don't really have the energy to do too much, and at weekends I just want to chill out. And yes, I do film and I do edit, but I do it when I'm in a mood, and I do like an hour at a time and then I stop. It really like upsets me that people think that I would over exaggerate it. I'm very lucky in that my symptoms are very mild compared to a lot of other people that I know who have the same thing. There's obviously like a whole spectrum of how mild or not your symptoms are, and I'm very lucky that mine are not as bad, but there are days when they are terrible. Even the thought of getting up, I just can't. Yeah, it just really like annoys me because people think, oh, but you're fine when you're in Disney. On camera, I'm fine, but I don't film when I'm feeling a bit ugh. And also when I'm in Disney, there's like this burst of energy. I tell you, when I get home, wiped out, and at the end of the day I get wiped out. And if you've noticed in my vlogs, we start leaving the parks earlier. We don't do as much maybe as we used to, and that's down to me, and I do feel guilty about it, but my health has to come first. So no, I don't over exaggerate anything. I'm not sure what sort of person would do that, because that's just not right. So you bought your followers on Twitter, right? If you didn't know, I have this many followers on Twitter currently. I did not buy them. People think, oh, you bought your followers because you don't get that many likes. Now, I've got to confess something. I don't think I've ever confessed over on YouTube, and not sure how people are going to take it. So I'm just going to say it. I used to be a One Direction fan account on Twitter, and I've never changed my account. I just changed my username and unfollowed people, and there it is. There it is. I used to be a very big Zayn stan, and I had a fan account for him and One Direction, and I used to have over 100,000 followers on there. Then I got older and I changed that, and I wanted to become more of like a personal Instagram, personal Twitter account. I still have a lot of the followers, so a lot of those followers are just dead accounts. They're like saved accounts or accounts people haven't used in years. So that's my confession for you. I really hope you don't judge me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, okay? But that's the truth. If anyone has ever wondered why the hell I have so many followers on Twitter, there you go. And the last one is, you make money off of YouTube. Technically the answer is yes. I make a very small amount of money on YouTube. If you don't know how YouTube monetization works, if you don't have a channel yourself, you essentially, there's a threshold of how much money you have to make from your videos before that money actually makes it into your bank account. And the lowest threshold is £60 in the UK. I don't know what it's like in America or whatever, but 60 UK pounds is how much you have to make before that money is then moved into into your bank account. And can I just say, it takes me months and months to even make £60. Technically, yes, I make money from YouTube, but it's such a small amount. Normally when I go to Disney and have a Disney vlog series up, I make more money in a month than I would on a normal month, but on an average month, it's not even £10. So if I quit my job and tried to live off YouTube, I would struggle immensely, but I don't do it for the money. A lot of the time, the money that I've made from my YouTube has gone into buying things like a tripod or like memory cards, or sometimes it goes to charity because I'm like, it's just extra money that I don't necessarily need. Overall, I do not make very much money at all, and I will probably never be in a position where I can make a living off of YouTube, and that's totally fine with me. I think I'd have to put a lot more effort to be able to even get there. I'd have to like go part-time and be able to put, and I just, yeah, that's not going to happen realistically. I don't do it for the money, I just do it because I love doing it, and I love chatting away and talking rubbish and making friends, and yeah. So that is all the assumptions that I received. Thank you to anybody who sent them in. That was really interesting and really fun. Hopefully that cleared some things up about me for you. But genuinely, if there is anything that you ever wonder about me and you just want to know, you can just ask me. I will try to reply as quickly as possible. Sometimes it takes a while because Instagram messages don't always, they go in like your request folder and I don't always look at them. But send me a message and I will answer it. Yeah, I really hope you did enjoy the video. I will see you next week, hopefully, if I have filmed more videos. I will see you next week for another one. Bye!